I don't know why it's done it all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure RimWorld updated, I think, during the week. But yeah, when I loaded in, all this outline was like a greenish, like it's not like a bluishy tinge. It was like greeny. You can kind of see my oh no, my mouse just fixed itself up. Then something kicked in. Hold on. Have a look at what that was. Hold on. I just well, I guess it can keep running for a second because I can always reload. Let's see, how is RimWorld's like fucking barely using anything. Streamlabs is barely using anything. Everybody's cruising around nice and smooth. Do I have anything in the background that's chunking? Maybe. Yeah, a little bit. Time for a RimWorldception, playing and watching at the same time. Oh yeah. Hopefully your fucking, was it nuclear winter and Fallout and shit like calmed the fuck down for you? Because god, that is a bad combination. I don't know what that was. I'm just looking at my stuff. Okay. I think everything stopped having a stroke. I'll leave that open in case I want to come back to it. Yeah, what was that? Harson's got inspired taming and Tade's having a tantrum. Yeah, my mouse, before I started, like this is literally before I started stream, my mouse was lagging out just like a little bit with VLC player with music. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck's that about kind of thing. Like I'd go to like click on something and it was in like the wrong spot. And I'm like, my DPI's right. My DPI's running fine on it. And I paid no mind to it. I loaded up RimWorld and I obviously like set up to start stream. And RimWorld just turned green. And I thought it was my monitor. So I was fucking around with that on the countdown for a while. I couldn't find any difference because I got two monitors and they're identical. I was like, what's wrong with this one versus that one? I was moving stuff between the two. Stuff just wasn't fixing up. And I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do about it. So I just went to start. And then when I went to start, holy shit, did everything just like, I hadn't even loaded in. I was still in the menu screen. Everything just crunched across like PC wide. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, so anyway, it seems to be moving a bit better now. It was like, even if I take my mouse off RimWorld and I move around over here, it's not doing that as bad. So yeah, fuck knows what happened. But yeah, I had to like full throw the PC into like restart and stuff. Delete my VODs and go again, because otherwise they'll merge with those VODs, or like I'll just have like multiples and stuff, so I didn't want that. But yeah, the volcanic winter lasted 20 days, the toxic fallout was 7. That's a lot less than I kind of expected that to be. I kind of thought that they were like, you know, I don't know, like a in-game year kind of thing. Not sure what Tade's breaking, but as long as he doesn't actually like break an external door, because I've got somebody coming to fix this. I just can't remember who I've got set up for it. Corpsey's woken up though. Trade's happening. Now I got wood. If they want to trade for some wood, which of course they don't. I was going to say if they wanted wood, they got psychic shock lands I'd love to take. I don't have a lot of like luxury stuff here, unfortunately. Because yeah, I just don't. They have like a lot of stuff. I'd nearly sell them the books that I brought over. I just kind of wish I had some gold or something. I mean, I have some like cows and crap, but I'm pretty sure I was waiting for them to like carve. I've got like baby chickens and shit. I don't think that's all of my ducks, but it was supposed to like feed them here. Yeah, you can get rid of some of the males, and we just have like a few adults come through for a bit. Just bear with me for a second. I just want to, like, I sent over specific meat animals and stuff to get produce, but I'm like, I don't don't really need to get components. Glitter World Medicine would be great, but that shit's too expensive. So can't have that. The Psychic Soothe Pulsar is a yes. We should probably take that. I do have like a little bit of money. I want a Psychic Shock Lance. I wanted to get him like a Game of or something, but Telescope will do. I have like just enough to do this by selling like the male ducks too, because I've got like, I should have baby male ducks coming up soon, so we'll just have like duck eggs for a bit, hopefully. I don't think I bought anything special, but let's get that telescope for recreational purposes. Let's throw that down up in here where you guys can play with it. They're both simultaneously, and we've got 2 mega raids in the middle of the worst part. One huge group of Neanderthal breaches and a large imp raid. RimWorld client. This is drunk. What? RimWorld client talking drunken to RimWorld client in the bar lately. What? Listen, youngster. Hard life running a colony of 290 borns. Try this shit for 2 years straight and see if you don't shit the bed occasionally. Like, I get that, but like, I know it only happened because something updated. And that's why I like went through all my settings and I like closed it, reopened it. I tried like refreshing Steam by like closing it, opening out that. You know, all the important things that should happen before I have to like force a restart. Like, holy shit, there it goes. My mouse just did a thing and then something just spiked. What was that? What was that? Give me a second. I have everything open. CPU. I'm not surprised. I heard something fucking ramp up. I don't know why it would do it on that though. The internet's also kind of shitting itself a little bit, to be fair. Just a little bit. Just a smidge. Memory's going fine. Graphics card's looking good. Yeah, CPU's just had a hot moment where it maxed out. The CPU better not be fucking dying. It'd be my luck though. It would be like my fucking luck. But yeah, I don't think it's that. It shouldn't be unless like when I'm not streaming and playing games and stuff, it corrupts itself or something. But anyway, let me catch us up on what the fuck has been going on. So last time we played some RimWorld, we got the rest of my prisoners joined. We got a new person called Sue, which I think they're in this group. Decided to, yeah, Sue joined. They're not bad. It's a nice freebie person, you know. We have 65 people with malaria back here in Dryden. Most of them are still sick, but they're okay. Some of them have got like the immunity by now, so that's good. We had a medium female psychic droner happen at Minwick, which is done, but my people are still like pretty pissed off about it. So that's fair. We had a hot summer. Oh yeah, that's right, it's summer. I called in some traders, they're not here yet, and we just did the oh shit. What the fuck? Also, I noticed in my like output settings, apparently it wants to try to output in like 1080p, and I'm like, you're fucking wishing, mate. Not while I'm doing other shit, maybe while I'm playing casually. No, it's struggling a bit. Hold on. Hold on, let me have a look at my settings. What are you doing? Oh, my hard drive's doing something. And the CPU is fucked. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I'll keep that open in the spare window. But, yeah, I'll leave that down there. I'll keep an eye on it. Better not be doing shit. Either way, it's probably like, you guys remember the first day that, we got the whole core game update for 1.6? They could have, like, dabbled with something. If they've dabbled with something, it's going to just take, like, a half an hour or something for everything in my game to catch up with that, so be fine. I'd just be a bit slow for a bit, but man, was it quick when I, like, got into the game. Now it's, like, chugging a little bit. It's fine. We can exist. We can persist with this. It'll sort itself out eventually. I just think it's funny. Imagine your game being like, I'm allowed to have sick days too. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, generally speaking, when it's like just consistently plugging along, I don't really notice any issues and stuff. It's only like when something like this happens where it's out of the blue, nothing else is wrong, nothing's running, nothing's happening, nothing should be affecting it. You know, that's when I'm kind of like, what happened? You know, especially since like I was really tired yesterday, but I played Need for Speed Underground 2, and Need for Speed Underground 2 requires me to like alter my display settings so that I can capture that game. And I was just questioning momentarily while I'm like sorting out the stuff. It's like, did I forget to change something? Did I click something else while I was in there? You know, there's a little bit of like extra stuff. It doesn't help that like I haven't done a random games night for like a while. So, you know, the odds of me like maybe forgetting something, it's possible. It's quite possible, especially if I'm like tired. How are we going with this? We're getting there. Yeah, have some water. Hold on. I finally remembered why I turned RimWorld music off. It's that I don't hear two different RimWorld music tracks playing over the top of each other when I watch stream. I get that. I get that when I'm like editing and somebody's got like the same RimWorld music, or I'm hearing my RimWorld music while I'm like I've opened it to like, I don't know, put down like a layout or something like that. I get that. But also, if I'm doing like a massive amount of building like I did with this place, I also tend to like switch it off. But then I also have like just a screenshot of what my sound settings are and stuff, so I can put it back so it's never too loud. I never come back and it's like louder or quieter than is usual. It's consistent. Yeah, I want them to make this place. I realized I was originally going to have like non-air conditioned rooms for this, but I realized that the only way I could really have like a non-air conditioned space through these is if I don't have vents, because otherwise they'll make those rooms cold, or they'll make those ones not cold enough. So I could do that. I could still use this, but I don't think it's enough space for me to have enough benches. I was having a look at this the other day. This is why I kind of like loaded in. I can't remember when I made the shape what fucking layout I had for buildings. Because butcher and the butcher and the cooking stove, they're all the same size, right? So like that would fit there. I wanted to do, I can't do that. If I did that, and if I like space it out like something like that, right, it's not going to give me much. That's like 6 per one of these rooms kind of thing. Or if I get rid of this and I grab like another one kind of thing. I thought about it. I'm like, if I had it over here, which is what I think I had it originally, it allows me to do this. Gives me 4, and then I can have like a 5th one here, but then that blocks that. That blocks that as well. That doesn't allow me to do it. That, I'm pretty sure you got the overlap issue of that. I can't remember what I put this design in as. And I need to still have, give or take, about 30 odd benches. I know I've got like 16 electric ones, but I had like 30 odd with all the other stoves as well. Another thing too is I also put these little fences in front of the doors, and it stopped the fuckers from like getting in and eating all the food. They just were treating this like it was an accessible zone, so I got rid of that, you know. I think I've had to restart my PC a couple times before I fix my game shitting the bed. I have a rather strange bug where occasionally Alt-Tab takes +5 seconds instead of near instant. It does this on, what's it, all apps. And the app starts slowing to a crawl. Doesn't go away until I restart my PC. Lucky it seems to only happen once a month. It's a super easy fix. I've never had any issues before with this PC. Like I said, since I've upgraded the graphics card, there has been like a couple of little noticeable things happen now and then. Like for instance, I have to repair Battlefield before I want to play it. And the first match for like the first few minutes goes to shit. kind of thing. But then after that, it fixes itself up. It kind of does that on everything, which I don't know if that's just a matter of I haven't, because typically speaking, normally when I upgrade my computer, I upgrade the whole computer at once. I don't generally mix and match parts through it. This PC is really like the first one in a really long time that I've done stuff like that with like the CPU cooler having died when it died and the graphics card starting to fail and stuff when it did. Because usually throughout my life, I've had like moments where I'm in a slightly better position financially and I've been able to just be like, okay, you know, I'll put aside some money for like a few months and I'll just replace it all kind of thing. That's not the same situation I'm in now. So I'm kind of like, I consider it to be like Franken-computering to it at the moment. But like, I know that this is perfectly normal for like most everybody else. I'm just like noticing stuff because of it. Normally when it's fresh and clean, you obviously have fresh new like Windows install and all like everything's like fresh again to go from the beginning, so you get like a lot longer with it kind of thing. Plus obviously I also know that like my PC really wants to upgrade to like Windows 11 and I keep telling it to fuck off, because like I know for a fact from the streamer perspective, I've heard a few people say that when they've updated it, they've had like a bunch of their other shit break, and I'm like, I don't need that right now. Preferably I'd like to at least finish my fucking avatar before I have to do that, but I know that that's not going to happen. I'm not that fast at it. It's a lot more work. I kind of was going to get you to clean this, but Vasso's just like setting stuff like casually on fire. Although he's doing a good job with this fire. Look at that. We got people coming in and like fixing it still. I also have one caravan that's kind of packing up goods to send. If I hadn't dismissed that caravan when I did, I probably could have got other stuff for it. What do we got here? We have a few things that I can kill. I still don't want to touch the rhinos. We're not good with that. Now, I made some extra notes for stuff we got to do. Sad Wanderer. It's fine. What do you make? Masterwork t-shirt. That's fine. Alright. So basically it's like coming into summer in the game and I need some stuff. So what do you got to do? We've done the trade. We've got to make sure somebody has finished this block, which means we can get air conditioning going in here, which means it won't be as cold. I mean, as hot for a moment. We finally have sealed bedroom air conditioner. Let's turn you down a bit. I don't know how that's going to look temperature-wise. I don't want them to be sleeping in cold, but I know that's not... We don't have vents in everybody's room, so it should end up being about this. Their rooms look a little bit crispy cold, actually. Is that -4? Is that minus... No, it's 14 indoors. I was going to say, I'm like, somebody was in the way of the one, and I'm like, that shouldn't be -4. Okay, but what is these set on? Is it set on -29? These are -69, but then again, this is also twice the size. Not quite. Yeah, sort of. I don't quite want it to be that cold. Hold on. Grab these. Let's make it not quite that cold. Okay, so the -49. That should still be really cold, but it should be manageable. I don't think I guess I put a cooler on this and I've got vents, so that's cold. How cold? It's 15, 13 inside, 17 in the prison. That's not too bad. I'm glad that Sam just had like a normal fucking break instead. And they were cutting down trees and shit for up here, which is fine. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be launching a couple of people here. And please tell me you guys are on a thing. Good. Give me that. There we go. We gotta make sure we always have one of those, or otherwise I have to slaughter the animals. So what kind of happened is somebody broke a fence up here when we were hunting something, which is going to happen more and more often because I have a fence on the outermost edge and the prey outside of it can't get in. So what it's going to do is they're going to shoot generally through it, unfortunately. Like, they should be hunting the alpacas up here. For instance, they should realistically walk over the fucking fence and or shoot over the fence, but there's a pretty high chance they're just going to break the fence. Like, Sail's come up here and he's got a pillar, so he's got to actually be pretty close, but Grim could probably break that. The fuck, Grim? Leave them to that. What else we got? What else we got going on? We have traders on their way here that I've still got to deal with. I need a transport pod. A transport pod is loading. It's going to merge with the caravan that's on the way, so I can do some trade for some shit. Hopefully that's not like stationary or waiting. That's such a better color than nasty ass green I was looking at. Purple hair? I will. Hold on. Yeah, wherever it is. Oh, you. There we go. Hey, double O. You up to? I also have all the sound alerts and shit back on. I just realized I forgot to turn them off when I started stream yesterday, and I wasn't able to action a whole heap of things when I was streaming because of the game I was streaming. So yeah, they're all back on. I'm like, my brain's just like catching up because I was awake from like Sunday to Tuesday. I actually woke up today thinking it was Wednesday, but it's Tuesday. I've had a very interesting week in that regard, but I had like a really good sleep last night. I ended up having that fucking glass of wine. Like I said, I found I still had like wine in the fridge from fuck knows when, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll have that. I literally just had that, did my editing, and then like shower, bed kind of thing. What are you doing, sweetheart? Azor's standing up behind me, but she's standing in a really wide stance. And she's really tired looking. Azor's my cat, for anybody that doesn't know. She's just standing really wide. I think she's like stabilized herself to sleep standing up. By the look of it. So I just kind of keep looking at her. Just drink until the sun comes out, then off to bed. Oh yeah. I don't know when the sun rises for you. But I managed to go to bed at like... I managed to finish everything at like 2:30 odd last night, because Need for Speed Underground 2, I actually like finished it super early. You're a little meow. No, that'd be the cats in my game. That'd be somebody in here. Because I got the shit ton of... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I noticed something interesting is, I don't know if you guys catch it. This is different. Something has changed. Is when I'm scrolling down, do you see a double image effect? Just focus on like this piece of wood for a second. It's only doing it every so often. But when I scroll down there, we get a double image. What the fuck is that? That's something different. Okay, I'll just show you guys as well. When I was looking at my graphics, I don't recall this saying like 1080p beforehand, just to let you know. I remember it having the option for this size. I don't recall it being that, because a lot of my settings are like 720 for the purpose of streaming output and shit. I don't get as like much issues because I have like a lot of things running for this and stuff. What's it? It's like screen tearing. Yeah, it's just really weird. This is new. This is something new to deal with, I guess. I'm sorry if it gives anybody fucking nausea. Where is she? There she is. Yeah, no, to fill you in, 42, I came in tonight, went to stream, and RimWorld was green for some reason. I thought it was my monitor. I tried a bunch of things, and I ended up restarting the computer. But, like, it's doing this. I know that RimWorld updated sometime in the week, but I don't know what it updated. And I was trying to look while I was like going through everything just to see if like I could find something that stood out to me. Do you not have a weapon? Yeah, no, let's get you a weapon. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'll have to have a look at what they updated or fixed. Because this is different than what I'm used to dealing with. Because, like, if you look at the people every so often, they double themselves. This is going to be an interesting night. Because, you know, when my video eventually goes to YouTube, I'm going to have every single person that's, like, spots a particular patch of lag. And it's like, oh my god, like, you know, just get fucking performance mods, blah, blah, blah. Or, like, you know, upgrade your computer or something. And I'm like, mate, I don't got that money. But, like, and also close mods playthrough, so can't add any. But, like, it wasn't doing this last week. And I know that because I watch my VOD before I stream to see what I did last week. So I know it wasn't doing this last week. I'll have to check the patch notes. Very interesting. Yeah, what else I miss? Do you have the bug where occasionally RimWorld loads in a max window size instead of your settings? Sometimes it changes window size briefly during the load process right at the end, and sometimes it doesn't revert to your settings. I don't know why. I don't get that, but what I have got since they changed to 1.6 is when RimWorld loads, when RimWorld opens, you know how it, like, briefly, you get the little cog thing down here, the icon pops up on, like, your toolbar or whatever, right? And then, like, the game flicks up onto your screen or whatever, and if you click off it, it downs. But mine, I go to click on it, and it's like it's a game of fucking chase or something. It just, like, disappears the first time I click on it, every time. Like, instead of bringing it up, it's like I've clicked on it and it wants to go down. I don't know how to explain it, but, like, if you click off your RimWorld, right, because I've got it windowed and shit, everything, like, it just goes away. It goes, like, I can see my desktop right now. But when I click back on RimWorld, it opens back up. When I click on it, it just looks like it goes weird. But it was also doing the green thing, like, within the same set amount of time, consistently when I was opening it. So I don't know what that was. But yeah, everything would, like, open up, like, you got that world of RimWorld and stuff like that in the background and all your shit on the side. And then, like, something would flick and it all just went green at the same point of sound in the main menu. So I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things where, like, it's literally happened right as I've gone live. I don't have, like, the spot to kind of just go find out what that is right at this minute without, like, shutting down the stream and, like, fucking off for 20 minutes to do some research and stuff. So I'll find out later. I don't want to cut those. I just want to harvest them. But yeah, I don't know. I'll find out what it is later. Either that or it will kind of fix itself up later. Who knows? It's a pretty rare bug, but I've had it happen at least 5 times since I started playing. And I haven't had it, like, take away my settings or anything like that. The other thing too is I obviously went through and I checked, like, all of my settings. All of my settings look like they're right. I checked my mods. Like, I have, like, fuck bugger all mods, wherever the fuck that is. Hold on. It's not on this thing. It's, must be under. I don't know where the fuck it is. I was in there earlier. I only go in there, like, when I have to do Rim Connect. I have to enable Rim Connect as a mod briefly. But it's in there somewhere. I checked that too in case, like, one of my extremely few fucking mods has got an issue or something. I'm like, I don't think it's that either. Because if it was that, something would be red, you know? Or it wouldn't show up when I, like, save and load, you know? So, nothing seemed to be doing that. I don't know. At least it's not, like, got the color issue. And as far as, like, my mouse moving, it's back to normal. It's just, when I sort of scooch around, I just don't know what that double layering stuff is. It seems to be doing it at Minwick way more than here. Because, like, if I go up and down really quick, you can see it, it's blurred. You can see it every so often, it stutters. And what's my PC doing? I don't know what that was, but I'll find out in a second. When it stutters, it's my CPU. So, I guess whatever the fuck's wrong with it. What's this? Is it in here? Is that Xena? Which cat is Xena? Okay, none of the... She might be. No. Okay, none of the cats in the vicinity are what we should be concerned about. Grab everybody though. Get you guys to probably come down in here, honestly. I don't know how many we're going to be dealing with, but I'd rather have everybody inside. Or, well, as many people as I could get. Infestations aren't the worst things. I actually don't mind them because you kind of just get bug meat. And they're generally pretty easy to kill. Mind you, it depends where it is. I might need to put some people in like both ends of this. So, let's grab some of the people that are up the top here. Oh yeah, it looks like it's going to come in through there. Well, we have no door to here, so we'll see how we go. Hey, Gillen, what are you up to? Oh no, we do have a door. Hold on. Let me get that held open for a minute. Please tell me that none of these cats are going to get harmed from this infestation. Please don't attack my cats. I'm just checking if any are Xena. None of them are Xena. Okay. Should have... As long as nobody goes through the top half, we should be okay. They look like they're about to crack open. I'm deeply concerned about this because I've got like 4 cats in that room. But, let me get... Line you up right here, Tofu. We'll get Mel and Acosta. You 3 got like fucking your machining guns. Get... I don't really want you to be that close. We'll put you... Go there. I went to sleep at 10 AM. 5 hours of sleep, feeling dead. Ugh. That's not good. I got good sleep. Finally. I, went to sleep at like... 2... No, 3... 3-ish AM. And, yeah. I feel like I had a really good sleep. My only thing is, like, I feel relatively, like, tranquil from, like, the amount of sleep that I had. Kind of sleep that I had. So, basically, my big issue is the fact that, like, I'm overly relaxed. Okay, we got one of the cats coming out of here. That one's not going to be that lucky. As long as we don't have, like, any extra random my people. Okay. Nope, it is killing the cat. Tell you what, firing a gun's not that good for it. I need him to come down here. So you don't have a gun yet, mate. Maybe move out of the way. Yeah, there goes one of my cats. We already kind of knew that this was going to happen because I have like fucking 4 cats in here. There goes another cat.